All right, we are live. If you're watching this back, I appreciate you watching this back. We're going to talk about the Kentucky Wildcats spring football game tomorrow. It seems to be the big. Let me turn some light on here. It's kind of dark in here. Storming outside, yes. So we're going to talk about the spring football game, and there'll be some people not playing. Let me move my stuff over here a little bit so everyone can see. Um, So we have a number of players not playing, but that's normal, guys. Think of it as preseason NFL football. Everybody's not going to play. Let's get that up a little bit there and adjust my camera there. Okay, so we could talk some basketball if you want to, but we'll start off talking spring game. We'll see who comes in here. We'll let some people get in. My notifications just went out. We'll see if anybody wants to come on and talk. And so, yeah, I'll have a list of about 25 players here that are not going to play tomorrow, which is normal, as I said. Baxter and Barnes, the running backs, not going to play. Plus, guys, we don't have a lot of competition at a lot of positions, to be honest with you, especially on offense. We don't, Minchie doesn't have, he's the starting quarterback. We know who the three running backs are. We know two of the wide receivers are Nick Anderson and DJ Miller. Other guys will probably just play around him. So I think Shane Carr's going to see some playing time. They've talked about Quaden Ferguson from Arkansas a lot. So evidently he's going to get, we'll see. Of course, Harley Gilmore, Brock Kaufman from Louisville. So yeah, tight ends. There's look, Rodriguez and Boyer are the tight ends. So there might be one offensive line position where there's a competition, but four of them are set. Okay, we paid a lot of money for Lance Hurd. Colton Price is going to be the center. There might be one of these positions where it could be Mark Robinson of UTEP or Malachi Wood, or plus we have to have a backup center. So on offense, there's really not a lot of competition as far as for starting. I don't think. What's up, WKRP? I'm sitting here talking to myself. Are you ready for some spring football? I mean, the game is 11 a.m. Eastern, so ESPN or SEC Plus. So if you want to watch the game, you have the app. You can watch it, or if you have that on your cable, I have it on an app. So yeah, what's up, Armin AC? I don't think I mean you. Not mean you. I don't think I've seen you. Excited to see the boys play. Sykes, yes. Sykes, we're sitting here talking about offense. Yeah, look, Sykes is probably going to start. It looks like him and Nichols are pretty much nailed down the starting cornerbacks from what I can see now. Unless something changes in this, in the summer. Yeah, they've talked about how athletic that guy is, and so he's going to play. He's going to play. Of course, there's a lot of players not playing tomorrow, guys. As if you've been on my lives, I told you, think of it as preseason NFL. They're not going to play people, especially Baxter and Barnes, who have been hurt, and you don't need to see them. You know they can run. So, yeah, Javante Barnes and CJ Baxter, not going to play. Nick Anderson, not going to play wide receiver. Don't get anybody hurt in the spring. So, yeah, that's the key. I think WKRP, don't get anybody hurt. There's not a lot of competition on offense. We know who the starting quarterback is. We know who the receivers are, tight ends. There might be one offensive line position that there could be a little competition. Minchie has no competition. This is going to be, I don't know if you saw, they're going to have a point system tomorrow where the defense can score points. So, I mean, it'll be a fun thing. I hope it's filled up tomorrow. I hope it is filled up with people and sold out. I wish it would be, well, you can't sell it out. It's free. But I hope there's standing room only. But what do you guys think? Yeah, on defense, we got a lot of depth on defense, more than on offense. I mean, Ty Bryant's probably going to be the main safety there in this 4-2-5. And so, yeah, we got 19 defensive backs. I mean, linebackers, yeah, Sam Green. Now, I said Sam Green wasn't going to play. They had said he wasn't going to play till the beginning of the season started, but now they're saying that Sam Green will be ready to go by the first game. So CJ was in here, his brother, the other night. So if you're watching this back, now it's being said that CJ Green is on track to start game one. Now, if that happens, he's going to play end. I don't think he's going to play linebacker or whatever. He'll rush the passer whether he's playing linebacker or end. He'll be an edge. So, but that's good. So, look, guys, I mean, look, our defense is going to be sneaky good. That's my prediction early for the first couple games. We'll see when we get to Alabama. We're going to find out game number 2. So, and look, we're not going to show everything in the Youngstown State game. So they ain't going to know what's coming. So we got a little bit of a surprise factor for those guys, Alabama guys. So, so like I said, it's 11 a.m. tomorrow, the spring game. It's on ESPN Plus. It's on SEC Network Plus. So yeah, I'll have the app. So I'll be watching on my tablet at work. I don't expect us to show a lot. Perfect day. Tomorrow's going to be rain. Oh, really? It's raining here in Evansville today. Oh man, rain all day. You know what? That stinks. Well, I hope not. It's an early start. I mean, maybe it will, but I hope people show up anyway. I really do. Let me look on KSR real quick. We can talk basketball in a little while. We'll see if anybody wants to come. I couldn't get on tonight. I have a banquet I have to go to with my wife. I wanted to get on tonight because I knew there'd be a lot of people. Maybe if I get home late, maybe I'll jump on. Maybe I'll jump on about 10 o'clock and see. Well, it'll be 11 o'clock in Eastern and see if there's anybody in here. But basketball continues to be a struggle. We'll talk about that in a little while. There's nothing you can say about that. 15 players are out. Okay, which is not. And I'm making noise here. I'm making noise. I don't need to be making noise to get through the article. KSR, if you go on their website, you don't have to go through some articles to get to what you're trying to get to, man. I don't even pay attention to these articles. Just get to what I'm trying to get to. Thank you. Who's the 15 players? Nick Anderson, we said. Nick Anderson's not going to play, nor should he. Javante Barnes, running back. CJ Baxter, running back. Xavier Daisy, wide receiver. Ben Duncan. Harley Gilmore's not going to play. Of course, Sam Green's got hurt. Lance Hurd is not going to play. That's got to pay a lot of money for. And anybody else, Jaden Smith, defensive line. Yeah, I mean, look, this is not anybody that, We'll get to see the quarterbacks tomorrow, guy. Who's going to be the backup quarterback? Because we don't really have one. They have talked about, who's he talked about? He's talked about the kid from Marshall, Jaquai Young. So it sounds like it's between him and Brandon Ward for the backup. But we have 5 quarterbacks on the roster. And plus, the other kid's coming. So we got a kid coming, Ponatowski. So there you go. So we'll, in the summer. What should we look for tomorrow? They got this scoring system. Look, they're going to want it to be offense, offense, offense. They want to get people excited. You should look for Minchie. You should look for throwing the ball. It's going to be about offense, offense, offense. Even though they put in a scoring system for the defense. Look, the defense is not going to blitz tomorrow. They're not going to blitz the quarterback. Look, it's going to be a feel-good game. And look, I'm not trying to rain on anybody's parade. Like Minchie in spring practice has been tearing it up. Well, yeah, he knows he's not going to get hit. So just look for passing and lots of, long plays. I expect him to hit some long plays to DJ Miller. I expect Shane Carr, Nick Anderson not playing. Watch this Shane Carr kid. Let's see what he can do. DJ Miller will get something long. So, yeah, it's going to be offense. It's going to be feel good. Nobody's going to try and hurt anybody out there. Big Blue Cat, what's up, brother? I hope someone streams the football game on YouTube. It would be hard because it's on the app. I mean, you could, but it's on the app, on SEC Plus and ESPN Plus. If you get caught doing it, now the people that do it are overseas, like in China. If they get caught, they got 25 accounts. If I get caught doing it, if I wasn't working tomorrow, I would have it on my tablet and I would turn it around and let you see the offense, and then I'd turn it back around. The key is to show some of it, but not all of it. Because if you get caught, they're shut. Yeah, they would shut my channel down. So, but I you can go back and watch it. Look, there's a guy that has a Kentucky fan, O_ball_O, who does all the. So you'll be able to watch it back, guys. And I'm sure KSR will have plenty of highlights. So it's not a traditional game, where 4 quarters and But I'm sure there'll be plenty of highlights, and I will put them on. What's up, McClung? Do you think JMI deal is hurting us? Dude, I have no idea. It's not hurting us in football. I do not know about basketball. I don't think so. I don't think it's. From what I understand, it's not a money thing. No one has said that that's money. But yeah, Stein is getting. Look, we just signed the number 2 quarterback, guys. Number 2 quarterback, Indiana. He was going to Indiana, and we snatched him. So, we paid that kid a lot of money. So, Stein is not having any issues. So, I mean, you get the number 2 quarterback. Look, we're in top 20 right now. Now it's early. Our class for next year is in the top 20, and it's been a couple years since we had a top 20 recruiting class. Like it's been like since 2022, 2020. So we'll see who he gets. But yeah, no injuries. Yeah, Corey, that's the key, brother. You cannot have injuries tomorrow. And look, if you're just getting on here, we're talking about there's not a lot of the starters are pretty much the starters. There's not a lot of competition. There might be one offensive line spot where there's competition, between Robinson and who else was I talking about? Between Robinson and Malachi Wood or something like that. Then it's set. The center's set. Hurd's going to play. Yeah, all these people we paid. Kid from Ohio State's going to play. Yeah, there's no competition for quarterback, running back. We got the 3 wide receiver. I mean, number 1 and number 2 wide receiver are going to be, it's going to be Nick Anderson and DJ Miller, and everybody else will fill in. Anyway, yes, not a lot of competition so it's just going to be a nice offensive showing tomorrow. Defense, look, guys, we're not going to rush the passer tomorrow. Come on. We're not going to do a blitz and try and hit it's going to be a feel-good game. On defense, yeah, we're going to get burned for some. And that's what you want. You want the fans to see. You don't want the fans to see the defense the offense can't score because we're sacking Minchie. Yeah. So, but yeah, no injuries. Just don't get hurt. Sam Green, update on Sam Green. Now they're saying he will be back for the first game. At the beginning of the spring, they said he would probably start the year and then try to work him in. But now they're saying that he is on track to play the first game of the year. That's huge. Look, our defense is going to be sneaky good, guys. I'm telling you. We have a lot more depth on defense than we do offense. Jay Bateman, we'll see. Yeah, look at the quarterback. And, of course, I see that. Yes, 6-er. Yeah, yes. We're going to see him. Look, it's practice. Nobody's rushing him. No, I'm not going to rain on everybody's parade. But, yeah, he's very accurate because you can't hit him. So, yeah, let him get his throws in. Let him get accurate now before the blitzing starts. Big Blue Cat, no JMI, not hurting us. Yeah, I think it's more my part. Well, guys, as far as basketball, it's the coach. Okay, look, I've said it. I keep saying it. I like him, but no, it's the coach. No word on JUCO. No, tailback. No, no word on him. No word on him. And look, we probably could use, we have 3 really good running backs. Could they move Martellus Carter over there? Yes. But yeah, we might get him during the summer because you can still sign players. There's still the portals. If you're in the portal, you're in the portal. So yeah, we might get him, Corey. Somebody's going to get him, but we could use one more. We could use another running back. Yeah, because we really don't have. How many running backs do we have? We have 7 on the roster. Deuce Austin from Alabama. They've been talking about him, Stoops kid. He's really good. We have a couple of freshmen. And the Mazzell kid from Florida, they've talked about him. So we have 4 freshmen. We have 4 freshman running backs. But, hey, the kid from East Bullitt High School, I don't know if he's Jaquan Crawford. I don't know if he's going to play this year. But, yeah, it's really Patterson, Baxter, Barnes, okay? The rest of these people are freshmen. But the Deuce Austin kid from Alabama, they have mentioned him. So it'd be nice to have an accurate quarterback. Yeah, he's going to act. Hopefully he's accurate, yes. He can run WKRP. Like he can take off running and run fast. He's not a scrambler. He's a runner. So that's good. And, yes, he's accurate now. But let's see how accurate he is when he's getting blitzed. Yeah. Like in spring, this is where he needs to work on that. So, let's see. Yes, but accurate, yes. But there's no. The only bad thing is we don't have a backup. So knock on wood, he cannot get hurt. There's nobody. There ain't anybody. Yeah, if he gets hurt, the season's over. Yeah. So we just don't want to get him hurt. So it ain't like last year where we had, not. I mean, they weren't great. We had two quarterbacks who could take the field. Whereas this time, I don't know who would take the field if Minchie got hurt. Brennan Ward or this Jaquai Young from Marshall who hadn't really played is the two names that Stein has mentioned. So yes, but yeah, Minchie. Look, it's going to be the Minchie show tomorrow. It's going to be the Kenny Minchie show. He's going to show out because that's what everybody wants to see. So yes, there won't be very much defense play, and so I will put highlights on once it's over. As a matter of fact, it will be on the ESPN app. I can put little short 60-second clips on. So that's what I'll do. I'll just put a bunch of clips on for you guys. Wide receivers, guys. Nick Anderson's not going to play. That means all these other people get opportunities to play. Shane Carr, the Kaufman kid from Louisville. Daisy's not playing tomorrow. This Prince Jean, they've talked about him, freshman from Georgia. Of course, we have Kenny Darby, high 4-star that we took from LSU. So, we got a lot of receivers that can get some work in. Harley Gilmore's not playing. I don't know why. I guess you don't want to be dropping balls the first day. I say that jokingly. I'm pulling for Harley Gilmore. Jaquaden Ferguson from Arkansas hasn't played, but Will Stein keeps mentioning him by name, that he's doing well as a slot receiver. So look, Rodriguez, tight end, we're loaded. Elijah Brown, Willie Rodriguez, Skinner, Boyer. Then you got Justin Caddis. So we got Josh Caddis' brother. We're loaded at tight end. If you teach that big Boyer kid 285 to catch a pass, man, But Willie Rodriguez, that's going to be the MVP of the offense. I think, yes, Darby, yes, what he brings. I agree, Corey. Yeah, look, that kid's a high 4-star. They said he's fast and he can catch. Well, okay, good. Which position will make the play of the day? Wide receiver, WKRP. Why? I think DJ Miller or somebody will catch a long one. Probably wide receiver. Or maybe Willie Rodriguez. Because look, I'm going to put on some film of Jacob Tamme. For those of you who don't know who Jacob Tamme was, played in the NFL 9 years, played during Rich Brooks' early 2000s, mid 2000s. Played for Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning took him from Indianapolis. Peyton Manning liked him so much he brought him to Denver. That guy can run routes. Rodriguez reminds me of Jacob Tamme. That's how well he can run routes. He will play in the NFL. He could be first team all SEC in tight end if it goes by catching. Willie Rodriguez, look, he's going to have a good year. I can just tell you right now, because they move the tight end everywhere. He lines up on the boundary, lines up in the slot. They will move him around so much. Look for good things. Roger, I think our tight ends will get some run till the wide receivers get sped up. Yeah. And look, the tight end, he's going to throw the tight end. At Oregon, the tight end led the team in receptions. So who are KR and PRR? KR and PRR. Corey, I don't know what your punter and kicker. The punter from Murray State, guys. Who's the punter from Murray State? O'Hara. Yeah, I did watch some. There's not a lot of film. I tried to get some film on him. We got the Australian punter from Murray State. Okay. As far as kickers, you got the Zugani guy. That guy's going to be the kicker. So Adam Zugani from South Florida might be the kicker, but punter's probably going to be O'Hara from Murray State. Now there's some other kickers on the roster, but will Rodriguez be an All-American? I don't care if he's an All-American, Curtis, but I would like to see him first or second team All-SEC. If he's that means we had a good year on offense. Christopher Tamme was an absolute stud. Yeah, Tamme. That's who Willie Rodriguez can be. His route running needs to be a little bit more crisp, but it will be. I'm going to put on some Jacob Tamme highlights and show you. Big Blue Cat. I love how Stein's focus first thing was on building an O-line. Yeah, we had to Well, we had no, we had nobody. I still don't know who the backup center is, guys. One of those guys is going to have to play center, God forbid. And now, look, we got a really good first five offensive linemen, but our weakness is the next five. We got about two or three after that, and then it drops off. So we're top 20 in the portal for next year. Excuse me, top 20 in recruiting classes for next year. We picked up that number 2 quarterback in the country. He was going to go to Indiana, and we got him to come to Kentucky. We're spending money. Kick returner, and punt returner. Corey, let's talk about special teams. Now that you brought up special teams, he says there will not be backups playing special teams. There will be starters. So I don't know which wide receiver. I'm assuming a wide receiver or a running back will be a punt returner. He said we're starters on special teams, which is smart because special teams is a third of the game. So I don't know, Corey, who the kick returner and punt returner. We'll see who it is. I think Marcus, I can't say the kid's name, was returning punts, the kid from Paducah. So, yes. Marcus Card, or am I saying Card's name right? Oh, well, whatever his name is. Martell's Carter. I'm sorry. I can't think of names. Martell's Carter, yes, is going to be back there. But we'll see. Joe, I think we win 2 to 3 SEC games. I hope so, Joe, because that we could get to 6, and that's a bowl. McClone, I heard yesterday his strength and conditioning coach had Boyer trimmed down to 245. Well, good God. Well, then he will be running. I mean, look, he's got long arms. He reminds me of TJ Watt in that he's got really long arms from his elbow to his hand is long. You know, like you don't see that. Like, you know, well, good because we're loaded at tight end, guys. I mean, we got 4 tight ends that could play. There's 5 on the roster. 4 of them can play. They've already been bragging on Skinner and Elijah Brown. So we're loaded at tight end. Loaded. But I do, Joe, hope we win 2 or 3. Yes, we need to win 3. That'd be nice. We got to get somebody on the road. I mean, you got to get South Carolina. Got to get somebody. Those 5 road games are hard road games. Tennessee. I mean, got to get some home games. Got to get Florida. Got to get Vandy. Look, it's going to be tough. Get excited. That's right. Get excited about football. Forget basketball. Who cares about basketball? Mark Pope is struggling anyway. Jimmy, what's up, Jimmy Engler? What's up, man? Jimmy Jam, man, it's great to see you. I saw some of your show. I was trying to get on there last night, Jimmy. Do you think do you think some team tries to take the quarterback from us? Minchie? No, I don't think he's going to go anywhere. And yeah, he's the only starter. We were talking about that. He's the only starter we got. If he gets hurt, we're in trouble because there's 5 quarterbacks on the roster. You got the Ponatoski kid coming in the summer. They're going to redshirt him. The backup quarterback will either be Brandon Ward, who we already had there, or they said Jaquai Young from Marshall. That's who's really battling for the backup quarterback. So, Jimmy, if we lose Kenny Minchie, I don't think anybody's going to come get him because I heard we paid him a lot of money. And, I think he likes it here, and I think he wants to play in the SEC. But if he, knock on wood, now we're not going to say the H-U-R-T word, but we hope that the H-U-R-T word does not happen at QB. Roger Baker, everyone wants instant success. Yeah, listen. Now that I didn't even read the rest of what you said in 1 year. Look, don't judge this year by wins and losses. 2 things that are going to mess up Will Stein. If you compare him to Mark Stoops, that would be don't do that. Don't. He's not. Look, I hope he's a great coach. Look, he's never coached. We don't know what he can do. He may kill it or may take him a while. Look, this first year, don't concentrate on wins. Vegas has the 4.5 wins over under. So they think we're going to win 5 games, 4 or 5 games. That's probably about right. If we could couldn't we get 6? Yeah. But look, the people we play, LSU, Texas A&M, Alabama. I mean, you look at our schedule, dude. Yeah, you're not going to Texas A&M. You're not going to LSU and all of a sudden just jump up and beat these people. Now, I do think want to see how we play. Because on defense, we're going to take chances, right? We're going to gamble. That's Jay Bateman. Texas A&M, they had 50 sacks, led the nation in sacks. Well, listen, when you gamble, sometimes you get to the quarterback and sometimes you don't. And when you don't, They hit you for a big play. Kind of reminds me of Buddy Ryan. If you guys know Buddy Ryan back in the day for the Bears and the Eagles, he will gamble. Okay. He will gamble. But yeah, you look at our games. I mean, LSU is not a road game. At home we got Alabama, Florida, LSU, Vanderbilt. Man, if we could win 2 of those on the road at Missouri, at Oklahoma, at Texas A&M, at Tennessee, at South Carolina. Look, guys, don't go by wins and losses. Okay, let's see if we can get his system established. We're gonna have patience, Roger. Some of our fans will not. If Minchie has 2 years, yes, correct. Yeah. Believe me, the Narod kid, if that's how you say his name, I'm gonna say Narod, is good. He's as good as Ponatoski, if not better. So they will be fighting it out in the future if they stay. Football coach can recruit. Yes. Yeah, he is. We're top 20 right now. So how much money are we going to spend? Look, guys, we can buy starters. We can buy 22, and then the special teams. We can buy 30. But what Will Stein has said is he knows we don't have as much money as Texas. Feed the studs is where you get 6 or 7 really good players, and then you build around them. That's our plan, guys. That's feed the studs. We're not going to get 22 top of the line players like Texas A&M. It ain't going to happen because we're spending too much money on basketball. So we're going to try to do it with feed the studs, get 7, 8 really high dollar players and build around them. That's what we're going to do, which is smart. Indiana did it. I mean, now they're spending money now, but they, and Indiana's basketball team, they're talking about how much money. Now Indiana's starting to, they made so much money off football. Now they're starting to spend money on basketball. But yeah, I think that's the strategy. Feed the stud strategy is let's get some Minchies and some Nick Andersons and some, Baxter and Barnes, and let's build around them and some offensive linemen. Like our first 5 offensive linemen are really good. But when you get to 7, 8, 9, so we're just gonna have to see. He's gonna have to coach us on 3 stars. We have 1 4-star. If you look at our class, 2 4-stars, a bunch of 3 stars, and we have some unranked players. Okay, he took some unranked players. So we're gonna have to see how it works out. As far as the money, guys, we'll never make football a priority. Thomas, how you doing? Right now, basketball is sucking. Yeah. Yes, basketball. Yeah, basketball. Yeah, they need to. The coaching. If you haven't seen my video, Mark Pope's biggest problem is Mark Pope. Go back and watch it. I just talk really off the cuff about my thoughts about Mark Pope. Okay. The problem is Mark Pope, and he has to change who he is. Doesn't matter what players you give him. Okay. It's him. But you can go back and watch that. Jimmy, do you think we can be 7-5 or 8-4? I don't think we can be 8-4, Jimmy. I don't see 8-4. Now, Tennessee is down this year. Okay, so if you look at of course, if we get the 2 non-cons in Louisville, the key would be Louisville. That's 3. Then all we got to do is go 3-6 in the league. Now, are there 3? Well, who could we get here? Jimmy Nadger said that. We could get, who can we get here? If we could get Alabama. Now, I don't think we can get Alabama, guys. Florida, got to get John Summerall and Brad White. Vanderbilt, got to get Vanderbilt. But they're spending a lot of money on football, too. Road games, got to get South Carolina. That's 6 games right there. If we could get, I don't think we're going to win in Oklahoma, at Texas A&M, at Missouri. Missouri's ranked. I mean, I don't know, guys. We'll just have to see. We're going to find out. Could we get, I think we could get 6 or 7, but I don't know if we could get 8. Yeah, I don't see 8 because I don't see us beating LSU, Oklahoma, Texas A&M, on the road. And I'm not going to pick us to beat Alabama because Alabama's loading up and they got a Heisman quarterback. Green comes back. Yes, Corey. He is coming back at the beginning. Yeah, they came out and said he's going to be ready the first game. Pope has to change. Yes. WKRP for 2026 Kentucky football season. The initial betting, is 4.5. Right. Vegas has this football over under 4.5 wins. I want to get 6. Okay, I want to get 6. I really, but we got to get Louisville to get 6. I mean, look, could we get 7? Yeah, we could jump up and get 7. Uh, Look, we beat Alabama. You know, Hal Mummy's first year, air raid, Tim Couch. That's the last time we beat Alabama, 1997, because they didn't know how to, defend that offense. Well, I say that they didn't do a good job of defending that offense, and we blocked a punt to beat Alabama. We blocked a punt and ran it back for a touchdown. If we're going to beat Alabama, special teams, guys, special teams have to be on point. If you're just getting in here, Will Stein has said starters will be on special teams. Smart. You got to play your starters on special teams, guys. In the SEC, are you kidding me? Yeah, I don't know who the punt return and kick returns guy is. It going to be? It'll be one of the Nick Andersons or somebody. So good. We do not need scrubs. I say that lightly. Second, third team guys that are just on special teams, kickoff return and punt return. No, we're going to play starters on special teams. Well, our special teams have to be solid, guys. The punter from Murray State, the Aussie punter O'Hara, I have seen a little bit of him. He has to do well. So I think we can go 7-5. Well, that's about Thomas. That'd probably be I think that's probably the best we can do. Look, man, I'd like to win 6. We shall see. I know Alabama's a little down from their standards, yeah, but they just picked up their quarterbacks picked to win the Heisman. One of the guys. But yeah, if we could surprise them in game 2, look, our defense is, we'll see where look, guys, I know everybody's talking about throwing the ball. And Kenny Minchie's going to throw for 3,000 yards. It'd be exciting. Listen, what did I keep telling you? You got to run the ball and you got to play defense. I don't care what any level. Indiana did not sit there and light it up. Neither did Oregon, if you look at some of their scores. Look, we have to win a game however we have to win a game. Oregon won. They beat somebody, Wisconsin, 18-17. Okay, good. If it has to be a low-scoring game, then make it a low-scoring game. We have to be able to play whatever the game situation calls for. When we can open it up, we need to open it up. But when we need to slow it down and run the clock, we need to do that too. So I know there's a lot of people out there. They just line it up and throw for 4,000 yards. And no, you can't win consistently doing like that. I think Stein will have a good balance, but he's already said we're going to run the ball. So we are going to run the ball. Jimmy, 4.5. Yeah, I will bet that, Jimmy. Yeah, I already have. Now, right now, it's not very much of a high return. It was like 75 cents for every dollar. I wanted to get up there to like 90 cents. But yeah, bet the 4.5, guys. We're gonna win more than 4. We're gonna win more than 4 games. Okay, I can just tell you right now. We got Louisville's struggling right now. Jeff Brom threw the athletic director out of his office. So Louisville's in turmoil right now. And so whenever a team's in turmoil like that, yeah. So yeah, I think we could get them. We'll get 6 for sure. I think so, Jimmy Jam. I think you're absolutely right. I think we get 6. I really do. We'll get some people. We'll get somebody. McClone watching LSU scrimmage. If Levitt doesn't heal in time, LSU's not deep enough to recover from it. What did he hurt? Refresh my memory, McClone. How did he get hurt? But yeah, well, they can go out and buy somebody, right? It's Lane Kiffin. Hell, they'll go out and steal somebody's quarterback. They ain't gonna take ours. Corey, Gatson, Bro, Robinson, Humphrey, Grace. Yes, the D line can stop the run. Corey, I agree with you, man. Our secondary and our defensive line, we have 8 players on our defensive line that could start, and it's great, man. What a great problem to have. Humphrey, Grace. Look, there's a primary pass rusher in this 4-2-5. It's going to be Humphrey Grace. Look for him to have a really good year. Who do I like? The kid from O'Berry. Is that his name? Who do I like? I've seen him play. Antonio O'Berry from Gardner Webb. He's a grad transfer. He's not he's not a big guy, but he's fast. You're gonna hear the name Antonio O'Berry. We got Ben Duncan, Lorenzo Cowan, Tavian Gatson. There's so many people. Harkless, the kid from Purdue, that's a Lexington kid. That's a big boy. Okay, that boy eats. But man, he's the nose guard. Because if you try and move him, I forgot he's big. So yeah, we're stacked. And in the defensive backfield, you got Addison and Sykes at the corner. You got Ty Bryant that's going to play the star position. You got so many people. We got 2 guys from Florida, Castell. We are loaded. great, we got great back. We're loaded on defensive backfield. Linebackers, we'll see. Sam Green's going to come back. Bo Barnes from Texas hadn't played. I think he was a 4-star. Some people had him as a 5-star. Elijah Bo Barnes from Texas. He's going to play now because we gave him a lot of money. So he's athletic. So we'll see. Like I said, I think we have a lot more depth on defense, and I think our defense is going to be ahead of our offense. Okay, I think that, and if they are, we can stay in some games. We will surprise someone this season. I agree, Roger Baker. Somebody's going to get surprised. I hope it's Alabama in that second game. If Louisville men's basketball takes off, well, they've got some good players. Louisville went out in the portal in basketball and got some good players. Corey, you're right. D-line's going to be sneaky good. Yeah. Look, Jay Bateman, if you study Jay Bateman, I have a very good friend who Texas A&M grad. As soon as we got Jay Bateman, I called him up and he goes, look, man, this dude can coach. You're going to pressure the quarterback. As I said, we're coming. Now, it's a zone blitz scheme. Sometimes the linemen, defensive linemen, will fall back into coverage. Linebackers will blitz or safeties. It'll just be you don't know where the blitz is coming from. But it's a lot of zone blitz, and we are coming after your quarterback. And sometimes we will get there, and sometimes we won't. So if we give up some big plays, that's part of the deal, guys. So I know people will say, well, our defense sucks. And no, we just are trying to get their quarterback. Well, thank you, Jimmy Jam. Loyal BBN, guys. If you're not subscribed to Loyal BBN fan channel, that's the best basketball channel. So subscribe to them. Yeah. How good is our running game? Well, you know what, Jimmy? We got 2 guys that were hurt, and they're not going to play. I like this Baxter and Barnes that we got from Oklahoma and Texas. By the way, they're from Oklahoma and Texas. You don't think they're roommates, do you? If you know that rivalry. I think we're going to be good at running back because I really think Jason Patterson is going to have a good year because he can catch the ball. And there's a lot. Now, Jay Bateman ran 1-back sets at Oregon, but he already alluded, that we're going to run some two-back sets. So, yeah, you're going to see Baxter and Barnes in there a lot. They've been hurt. They're coming off injuries. But Jason Patterson was hurt. So I'm getting an alert. Okay, I don't know if you see me or not. I'm getting some kind of more than one ingesting is using. Okay, what is that? I don't know what that means. I hope you're still seeing me. Tennessee this year. Yeah, that would be a good team to upset. Tennessee. Oh, good, you're seeing me. Okay. Will Minchie go under center? Yeah, he's the only person that would go under center. He'll go under center tomorrow. We could have a top 25 defense. Curtis, if we have a top 25 defense, we'll win 6 games, 6 or 7 games. I don't know if it's top 25, but I'm getting I don't know why I'm getting an error here. Okay. All right. Well, whatever. Can everybody still see me? Say yes if you can hear me. I hope I didn't freeze up here. I'm getting some sort of error that I did not get. Why am I getting an error? Oh, you can see me. Okay, good. Well, whatever this error is popping up, I don't even know what that means. Okay. But yes, Minchie, look, tomorrow is the Minchie show. We're showing off the quarterback tomorrow, guys. We want to get people hyped. And this spring game is going to be Minchie throw, big long throws. It's going to look like we're the big, yeah. So it's the Kenny Minchie show tomorrow. And it should be. You should showcase the quarterback. Look, guys, he can run, okay? I mean, he can run. I'm trying to think who I could compare him to. What quarterback does he remind you of that we have had that could run and throw like that? I mean, look, we had Lynn Bowden who could run. We had Cutter Bowley who could throw. I don't know who the last quarterback we had that Minchie reminds me of because he can throw and he can run. So he's going to extend plays and he's going to need to. He's going to need to. Yes, you look and sound fine. Oh, thank you. Thank you, guys. I don't know. I'm getting a big error message here. I don't know what it's telling me. So forget it. Fine. Yes. So, yeah, look, tomorrow the game's at 11. If you have the SEC Plus or ESPN Plus, you probably got to have the app on your television, on your phone, on your tablet, and it'll be there. So if you don't watch it at 11 o'clock, it'll still be there in the archives. So you can watch it anytime tomorrow. If you have, like I have that app, I don't have to watch it live. I can go back and watch it. And then, you know, KSR is going to put up clips. Somebody will put it on YouTube and get away with it. You know, they'll put clips of it, or they'll put they may do the whole game tomorrow. I don't think so, since it's not on ESPN. It would be hard for you to do it off of an app. Yeah, I don't even know how you do that. But look, it's, you know, there's 15 people that are not playing tomorrow. Nick Anderson's not going to play. Baxter and Barnes not going to play. There's no reason. You know, if you're just getting in here, think of it as the NFL preseason. You're not going to play all your starters, especially if they've been hurt. We know Nick Anderson, what he can do. Offensive lineman, Hurd's not playing tomorrow. So, yeah, you're not going to get anybody. Just don't get anybody hurt. This is going to be like the blue-white game where they just dunk it on the floor. This is all it's going to be, guys. We're going to run up and down the field. It's going to be great. You know, we're going to find out what receivers. Shane Carr. Let's see if Shane Carr or DJ Miller catches a long one tomorrow. Christopher, will basketball be ranked at all? Does quarterback snap or the shotgun? Well, in this offense, he's under center. It looked to me like now at Oregon, he was under center more. But when he was at Texas San Antonio, he was in a shotgun a lot. So it just depends on what's Will Stein going to do here. Is he going to do more of an Oregon one-back set, run the ball, outside zone run, guys, which is a sweep to me. It looks like the Green Bay Packers sweep to me. But we're going to run outside zone, run schemes. So I think he's going to mix what he did at Oregon with more throwing at Texas San Antonio. Okay, so that it's going to be interesting to see, Corey, how, and I don't think he's going to see it. We won't see it tomorrow, and we won't see it in the Youngstown State game. We'll see it in the Alabama game. Yeah, will we play more of the Texas San Antonio throw the ball, or more of the Oregon, run the ball, throw the tight end, control the clock? I would think we would play more of Oregon stuff, but I don't know, because he brought the guy from the tight end coach that was his assistant offensive or the offensive coordinator when he was at UT San Antonio. We got a good coaching staff, by the way, all young coaches, offensive staff, excellent, and defensive staff. So look, we won't lose because of coaching. Rick, I heard this is a live only event. Supposedly I Googled it and it said it would be on ESPN Plus and SEC Plus. Maybe you're right, but when you Google it, it says, as a matter of fact, I haven't been on UK Athletics. You know what? Now that you said that, let's go on UK Athletics. They always tell the truth, right? We can't go wrong. Let's just look it up. I thought the last time I looked it up, let's look at UK Athletics. UK Athletics. Football schedule. Okay, let's see the schedule. Let's see if they put it on there. Spring game. Yeah, okay, now, it doesn't have any TV. It doesn't have anything. Wow. Okay, let's Google it. I know I Googled it. Is the Kentucky football spring game on TV? Here we go. It will not be televised according to social media. Fans must attend watching. Okay. While some past games have appeared on. Okay, you're right. A radio broadcast will be available. Okay, now they changed this, guys, from 2 weeks ago. Streaming, none. You're correct. Let me stand corrected. There is no streaming. Now, 2 weeks ago, it said that. No, it says there will be a radio broadcast. I don't know how you radio broadcast a spring game. I'll be honest with you. It's not a game. A radio broadcast will be available, is what it says on AI. Okay, Google. Okay, wow. All right. Okay, well, I guess it will not be. So yeah, it is not on the app, so we will not be able to watch it. Okay, well, you know what? Wow. If you're not there, I'm sure there'll be plenty of highlights. Okay, thanks for clearing that up, guys. Because literally 2 weeks ago it said that, but no, they went to no streaming. You have to be there, which is smart. You want to sell it out, black it out. They blacked it out. I will turn on the UK network I'll turn on a Madisonville station or somewhere and see if I can get it on the UK network. It says there's a radio broadcast available. I don't know what that means. So could be like Andre Woodson. Yes, Jimmy. I think yes. That's a good comparison, Jimmy. Jimmy Jam. Yeah, Andre Woodson. Except I think he's a better runner than Andre Woodson. But that's a good comparison as far as athletic ability and accuracy. Yes. Jimmy, basketball will not be ranked unless Pope changes and gets more portal players. Jimmy, I don't know what to say about basketball, brother. I just scratched my head. We lost the other kid we were trying to get from Furman. I heard he's going somewhere else. Look, yeah, I don't know what to say to you guys. Yeah, it is what it is. It's not JMI, okay? It's not JMI. So we have money. People just aren't coming here. Use your own judgment on why you think they aren't. So, Corey, isn't our kicker kid from who had a 60-yard range? Yeah, now he kicked a 60-yard in practice. Yeah, he was kicking 60 yards. I think he is. He has a big leg. Yes. So we need that. But you know what? As far as kickers, I want you to make the 40-yarders, you know. I'm glad you can make a 60, but we need somebody who's accurate and can consistently make 45, 40-yarders. You know, that's the ones that, you know, get you, not the 60-yarders. But yeah, the kid's got a strong leg. And our punters, the Aussie punter from Murray State, O'Hara, I mean, he's okay. I watched some film on him. He runs just like Max Duffy did. Okay, he takes off running and then he kicks it. And, you know, he can make the ball spin and roll and do all that Aussie stuff. Will it work? I hope so. I hope it does. But yeah, Jimmy Jam. Yeah, right now, look, Kentucky basketball. Everybody's talking about the Final Four. Look, why don't we concentrate on winning the SEC? The first goal we should have is to win our league. We can't come in top 5 in our league. Until we come in top 5 in the SEC, we ain't going to the Elite Eight, guys. It's not going to happen. We have to win our league. That should be the first goal before people start talking about, are we going to go to the Final Four? Are we going to go to the Final Eight? Look, man, how about we just come in top 5? How about we don't play on Wednesday ever again in an SEC tournament? How about we play on Saturday and Friday night and Sunday? You know, look, Aberdeen's going back to Florida, guys. That tells you something right there. What told me is when Jelinek went to Ohio State. I thought he wanted to go to the West Coast. I thought he wanted to go far. No, he goes 4 hours away to Ohio State. So I don't know what to say about basketball. McClellan Minchie said he's used to always being in the shotgun. Well, he's got to be under center. Yes, good. Yes, McClellan. Yes. If you look at Oregon, you run. Yeah. Sometimes it's kind of like an option sometimes on that outside zone run. Sometimes the quarterback can keep it. So, yeah, he's going to have to play under center. Let him do it now. We got all spring. We got all summer. It looks to me the 3-step drops on the short throws, he's very accurate at. Okay. Those short drops, but it's practice, guys. Nobody's in your face. You know you're not going to get hit. And I'm not, you know, there's a certain level of comfort that, you know, okay, I'm not going to get drilled. I can just work on it. But, and yeah, but yes, it looks to me 15-yard throws at 0 to 15 yards, he's dead accurate on. If you haven't seen any of my videos on the offense, guys, in my archives, I have like the mesh concept where everybody runs over the middle and tries to pick people off. And you're doing a lot of short throws. Harley Gilmore can, you know, he should be catching a 5-yard pass. Harley Gilmore. Look, he can't get open one-on-one down the field. He's too little, but he can catch he could be our Kendrick Law. Okay. Kendrick Law is going to NFL, by the way. So supposedly somebody's going to draft him. Stoops is still going to get players drafted out of his last class. But yeah, they're talking about how Kendrick Law is impressing people, NFL scouts. So, but Harley Gilmore needs to be our Kendrick Law. Get him open in space for a 5-yard pass. Let him use his speed. And he's a little dude. Little dudes are hard to tackle, you know. So that's my opinion. But yeah, Minchie, you're going to play under center. Like I said, we'll see, you know, how much of UT San Antonio offense Will Stein uses versus Oregon. When he was at Oregon, he had better players. he could run the ball and do a lot more. Texas San Antonio had to throw it a little more. So we'll see how he mixes it up. Jimmy Jam, does Stein use a lot of trick plays? Yeah, you know what? He does. I think he likes to do 2 or 3 a game. I think he said he likes to do 2 or 3 a game. Yeah, he definitely, I would call them misdirection plays where it looks like the play's going one way, but it isn't. Like he doesn't do flea flickers and, Statue of Liberty, hook and ladder, but he does, he'll do a couple misdirection plays where you don't even know who has the ball. So yeah, he said he likes to pull out 2 or 3 a game. So look for trick plays. I think I have a video with about 3 that he used at Oregon. If you go back in my archives, I think it's under trick plays. There was like 3 I pointed out that he used a lot. Sort of misdirection plays. Yeah, we're going to do that. Yep, you will see that. And it's smart, smart to do that. Corey, science practices are full of energy. Yes, which is fine. Yes, and it looks like the players are buying it. Great, yes, that is great. Energy, yes. So now, the teams we're playing, we got to be ready. Reps. He's all about reps, getting it, secondary in your mind. So on defense, guys, Jay Bateman, whoever makes the call, different people make different calls. He's telling the defense, make the call, get up on the line of scrimmage, make the call, put your hand in the dirt, and rush the quarterback. That's his philosophy on defense, Jay Bateman. Hurry up and get the call made, because all these offenses now are just quick, they already have plays scripted. They just go to the line of scrimmage and snap the ball. So yeah, your defense can't get caught off guard. So hopefully that will work. So we're working on that. Ty Bryant if you looked at that guy, he looks like an NFL player. He has an NFL body. I keep saying, how can our football players, how come Trent Noah cannot get in a weight room and look like a damn football player? I'm changing to basketball for a second. Trent Noah, get in the weight room, dude. I mean, he needs to be working out with football players. That's what he needs to do. That's what I would do. But anyway, Jimmy, how's our wide receiver and tight end situation? Man, our tight end situation, Jimmy, as good as it gets. Probably the best. We got as good a tight end room, maybe the best in the SEC. You got Rodriguez. You got Henry Boyer, who's dropped weight, and they're teaching that big boy to catch a ball. You got Elijah Brown, Mikael Skinner. We got Josh Caddis's brother, Justin Caddis. I don't know how good he is, but we got 4 solid tight ends. I think Rodriguez is going to be the key to the offense. Wide receiver now, and that's where we got some Nick Anderson and DJ Miller you're going to see. But after that, there's a little competition. But Shane Carr from Southern Utah, you heard it here. Well, I keep saying that dude's caught. He caught 50 balls last year and 30 the year before. He's caught 80 balls in the last 2 years. He's a big, tall kid who can run routes. Shane Carr will play. He's talked about this Jaquaden Ferguson from Arkansas who hasn't played. Sounds to me like so we got Harley Gilmore. So we got probably 2 wide receiver spots nailed down, and the other 2 will be, we're going to have to see as the season starts who can get in there and play and who can't. So Kaufman kid from Louisville, Trent needs to have a bed in the weight room. Yes, Jimmy. Yeah. Look, man, why? Mark Pope, dude, you cannot let Rick Pitino the last game of the season would call you in one-on-one and tell you, this is what you're going to do over the summer. You will shoot the 3. You will get in the weight room. I mean, and he made sure if you didn't do it, bye, or sit on the bench. I mean, look, Trent Noah, he has to bulk up. You can't just be a 3-point shooter, okay? So I hope he does. I hope he gets in the weight room. I mean, man, I thought his body looked worse than it did the first year. I thought he gained more weight the second year. Trent needs to have, bed in the weight room. Yes, that is true. Yeah. He needs to be working out with some football players. When I went in the fire service, I didn't know how to lift weights. I was 18 years old. I had no idea how to lift weights. They had a big weight room in the Air Force. Every firehouse, you have a weight room. I just went to the experienced older guys and said, teach me how to lift weights. And they taught me, this is how you hold the bar. This is how you do this. And I just sort of took something from everybody and tried to get my own workout routine and my own, And because I knew, okay, look, I was 135, which there's advantages to being little as a firefighter, by the way. You're good into spaces. You're talking about Air Force, you're talking about aircraft, but you bulked up now, obviously. But yeah, get with some guys. I know we have a strength coach, but man, I be getting with some people that knew it, that, you know, that I be getting with Ty Bryant. Hey, Ty Bryant, take me in the gym. Show me what you're doing. Because that dude looks like an NFL player to me right now. So look for good things from Ty Bryant. Well, hell, he had 5 interceptions last year. So we're good. Our defense is going to be physical. So, you know, but so's everybody else, guys. You know, that so's Texas A&M, LSU. Yeah, we're not playing. Look, we only got 2 cupcakes, guys. 2 cupcakes, and you got 10. I mean, brutal. Louisville. We'll see. Jeff Brom. I hadn't heard. Kicked the athletic director out of his office. That's all he said on KSR. Is he's fighting with about his contract. So Jeff Brom's a good coach, but if he's not happy at Louisville, you know, maybe that turns over, you know, to their play on the field. I don't know, but we need to get Louisville. I mean, we got them at home. We cannot let them kick our ass like last year, where we just quit. Man, we had a football team and a basketball team that would just quit on you last year. That's what man, I've never seen that. We just quit. The Vanderbilt game in football, we just quit. The Louisville game, we just guys are getting paid, guys. They're going to get their money, and they're worried about going to the NBA and NFL. So they're just like, yeah, we're not going to win this game. That's the downfall of paying players. Guys, look, let's talk about paying players for a second. It takes the love of the game. Me and my friends are older, and we were talking about this. We don't love the game as much anymore, guys. We used to get excited about every basketball game. You know, well, they don't do football. I do football more than most of my friends. It doesn't, because these guys are just employees of the Kentucky Basketball Corporation. And look, they don't care about Kentucky. So look, it's ruined like baseball. They ruined that. I can't watch that anymore. NBA, unwatch, cannot watch that. Now it's getting that way in college sports. And look, guys, I like where I work at Firehouse. All my young guys during the NCAA tournament, you know what they were doing? Playing Call of Duty. Now they would stop and watch some games, but look, all this is going to do in the long term is make it to where fans can't afford to go to basketball or football, and your young kids aren't going to care, and you're just going to ruin sports. And it's sad to me. I just wanted to say that I've noticed that people don't care as much anymore. And with my own circle, just well, we lost. Okay, well, so what? Yeah, I hate to see that, Corey. If we steal the Tennessee and Louisville games, yes, Tennessee, man, they got our number, guys, in football. I mean, we got their number in basketball a little bit, but they got our number in football. So it's always been like that. We'll get them every once in a while, and they'll get us every once in a while in basketball. But you know, Tennessee's got our number. I wish that Will Stein could break that. Like Mark Stoops broke the Florida, LA. He broke a lot, but man, he did break the Tennessee and got him. I think he got him twice. But man, we don't get them very often. We haven't gotten Alabama since 1997. Hal Mummy's first year. We blocked a punt and ran it back for a touchdown and got the game in overtime. Tim Couch won it in overtime. It's more, you know, special teams, defense, offense. What's up, Derek? Oh, Derek, I'm glad you came in. What? I've been in here an hour. We're going to go a little bit longer. Yeah, Derek, the spring game is not on TV. I just Googled it. It said as early as a week ago that it was on ESPN Plus. No, it says there will be a radio broadcast. It is not on. So I think they blacked it out to make you go to the game, which is smart. Even though it's free, you got to go there. So now you can't watch it. But it's bad for people like me who couldn't go. I'm sure we'll see plenty of highlights. I'm sure KSR will have highlights and other people. But yeah, if there's I will listen. I don't know how you would listen to a spring game. You know, surely it's not on the UK network. Maybe it is. It doesn't say UK network. It just says there will be a radio broadcast. I don't know what that means. So yeah. And look, guys, look, as I said, it's a scrimmage. Okay, it's gonna be the Kenny Minchie show and the throwing the ball long, and nobody's gonna hit anybody. Nobody's gonna try to sack the quarterback. I mean, It'll be nice to see Kenny Minchie, but uh, yeah, we just need to get the fan base. I plan on going. Okay, Derek. Well, listen, you're gonna have to come back and give me a report. Where do I work? Saturday, Monday, Tuesday. I'll probably get on. No, Sunday. Yeah, I'll get on Sunday night, Derek. Derek, meet me here Sunday night. Tell me what happened. Uh, if I can get some film, I can use 60-second clips. I will put some stuff on. I'll find one somewhere. Somebody will post some clips. Uh, Jimmy Jam. It's hard to get excited when there's no love for the team. Yeah, on the floor playing. Jimmy, you hit it on the head, brother. It's just it's professional. It's like they're just passing through. It's like you sign a contract for 1 year and then you're gone. Yeah, Jimmy, I agree. Pride. Yep. Yeah. No, there's no pride, man. Look, anybody can buy a team. Texas Tech took the one guy we were trying to get in basketball. Texas Tech. I mean, come on. Yeah, look, guys. I just think the blue blood stuff is over. Whoever spends the money, coaching. I said something about Dusty May. I sort of, I gave you my thoughts on Mark Pope yesterday, and I was just honest in what I thought. Our teams don't have killer instinct. Dusty May, you think they worried about stats? They just attack the basket. Michigan and Connecticut, dude, they just attack you. They just kept going and just kept attacking each other. That's how you play right there. Yes, there should use stats. Yes, we should use, analytics, but man, at the end of the day, it's who is attacking who and who wants it more. And our coach doesn't have the killer instinct, and our players don't have a killer instinct. So you just look at that Michigan UConn game. They were going, dude. They were hitting it. They were going at it, and they didn't call a lot of fouls. They could have caught. Like I said, we need to just attack, go, attack. I just don't see it, man. Maybe things will change. Maybe things will change. Football, I think we're going to attack. I don't know if it'll work, but I like Will Stein's mentality of attack on defense. If you're going to go down, hell, go down. 46 Bears defense. That reminds me of Buddy Ryan. Just go after the quarterback. The cornerbacks are going to Nichols and Sykes are going to be out there on the island because there ain't going to be nobody behind them. So look, just go after the quarterback. If you get them, fine, but go down fighting. I think it was Bill Curry, who was not a good guy, a good football player in the NFL, but not a good head coach. He said this when he's at Kentucky: we might not win the game, but we're going to win the fight. Basketball, even if you don't win the game, you got to win the fight. Football, same thing. You got to win the fight. If you lose the fight, you're probably going to lose the game, unless you're just so skilled you can outshoot somebody or in football outscore somebody. We got to win the fight, guys. That's what it's about. I mean, I don't need to know Jimmy Jam who shoots 33% from the left. Yeah. Come on, man. Jimmy, if you would have seen that computer system, oh my God, dude. I mean, that computer system sitting there talking to you. You're supposed to shoot it at 45-degree angle and 12 to 18 inches deep, and it's like, dude, there's nobody on you. Of course you can shoot it when nobody's on you. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Yeah. The left-handed thing, that's when I said, oh, man, that's new ground. When I heard him come on that last radio show and just sit there and not take any – my biggest thing with Mark Pope is that doesn't take accountability. Not one time. I just wish he would say, do a Mark Stoops or a John Calipari. I didn't have us ready to play. Even if it's not true, just say it. I wish he would do that, but I don't think we're going to hear that. There's your problem. I don't, as I said in my video, he's been successful in everything he's done in life. And now he's losing and he doesn't know what to do. I compared it, if you're getting in here, to the Russian hockey coach in 1980. If you've seen the movie Miracle, and the Russian team realized, they hadn't lost. They were the best team. They had succeeded. And in the last 2 minutes of that game, Herb Brooks, who's played by Kurt Russell, the American coach, is looking at the Russian coach. The Russian coach realized they're going to lose. In the last 2 minutes, he's just standing there with a shocked look on his face. And Kurt Russell, Herb Brooks, looks at his staff and says, he doesn't know what to do. Look at it. He doesn't know what to do. That Russian guy, he didn't know what to do. That's why I keep saying about Mark Pope. I don't think he knows what to do. I mean, can it be corrected? Sure. You can get assistant coaches and players, but man, at the end of the day, it's about you, man. You're going to have to figure it out. But right now, he's the Russian hockey coach. He got that blank look on his face, and hey, there's nothing he didn't know what to do. So hope it changes. Learn to lose. Yes, before you can win. Yes, Jim. Yes, that's his problem right there, brother. Oh, my God. Make excuses. Come on, man. Stop it. You're the leader. That's when you know that's when I said, okay, he's not ready for this. I hope I hope we get some play. I hope it, but he's got a lot of work to do. Corey, can't wait to see Minchie tomorrow. Yeah, we'll get back to football. The rest of our team. So you haven't been okay. So you're going too, Corey. Listen, all you guys that go, come back here Sunday night. Tell me what happened. As I said at the beginning, if you're watching this back, there is not a television broadcast. Now, it was saying there was on Google last week. It said SEC Plus and ESPN Plus. Now it says no. There's a blackout. They want you to go to the game, and there will be a radio broadcast. I'm going to assume that's the UK network. So I will get on the UK network tomorrow, see if I can just listen to some of it. But now, look, it's going to be the Kenny Minchie show. We're going to throw the ball. It's going to be great. The fans are going to get excited. Let's get excited for football. And I've said before, I don't know if we'll ever spend the money on football. That, man, if we would turn around and put some money into football. But look, guys, basketball is that we're a basketball school. I mean, John Calipari's right. I mean, most of my friends, they don't even watch football. All they care about is basketball. And so I get it. I get it. But it's just hard to expect any coach to succeed here when you're putting so much money into basketball. Because you need 13 basketball players, but you better have 85 really good football players. You better have backups. You better have 44 plus special. You better have 60 really good players. And we're not going to do that here. We're going to try to coach up some 3-stars. Hey, it can work. It can work. He can do it. Will Stein can pull this off. So, all right, guys. Well, look, I'm going to try to listen to it at work tomorrow. But, yeah, Corey, you and whoever, Derek, if you're going to the game, please, Sunday night, I will come on, and you guys come in here and fill me in. I'll see if I can find some clips. Like I said, guys, there's a scoring system. The defense can score. The offense can score. It's going to be it's going to be a nice little feel-good game, okay? There will be some tackling, but ain't nobody going to tackle anybody hard. You're not going to see a lot of our starters on offense, which is smart. Do not get anybody hurt, okay? For God's sakes, I'm sure he's going to tell them, just be careful out there. So, look, get excited about football. I think we can win 6 games. I think we can win 6 games. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. 4.5 on Vegas. I would bet before I get off here, bet over the 4.5. We're gonna win 5 games. I won that last year. I bet a lot of money, and we did win 5. Should have won 6, damn it, but we didn't. We won 5. So I see us getting 5 or 6 wins, guys. Got to get Florida. Got to get John Summerall. And before I get off here, Will Stein is getting a lot of love in the national media. A lot of love because he's a Big Ten guy and he's an Oregon guy. And it's pissing off the Finebaum people. The Finebombers want to talk about John Summerall, but all the national media on 3 want to talk about Will Stein. He is going on every show. You can go rank the rounds on YouTube. He's going on every podcast, every radio. He's doing everything he can. Will Stein's a smart man. Get on there. Get on there and talk about it. Talk it up. So, look, he was on Paul Finebaum. Even Paul Finebaum had him on. But, look, sorry for you Finebombers. Nobody's talking about John Summerall. They talk about Will Stein. Good Old Boy Network. Yes, Derek, I keep saying it. It is. It's all my life. It's a Good Old Boy Network. There's 8 teams that are in and should be in. Georgia, Alabama, Auburn, they've all won titles. That's fine. But we're the only conference that shits on the teams at the bottom. The Big Ten doesn't dog out their own teams at the bottom. They try and pull the people from the bottom up, a la Indiana. They pull them up. We shit and stomp on the teams at the bottom. Arkansas, Mississippi State, Kentucky, Vanderbilt. Why? They haven't won a championship and they're not in the Good Old Boy Network. So it pisses me off when people do it. And last year, it pissed me off when our own writers, they just had the knives out and they just stabbed Mark Stoops and they took his ass out, which we probably needed a change, but damn, I hate to see. Don't turn on your own family. Thanks, Jimmy Jam. Yeah, like I said, if you're not subscribed to Loyal BBN and you're watching this back, subscribe to Loyal BBN with Jimmy Jam, Miss Lee, Big Mike, BC, four best guys and lady that do basketball. Don't listen to the KSR or network pregame, postgame. Go on Loyal BBN. All right, guys, and we will do some football games live now. The days, if I'm off on Saturday, there will be watch parties for football games coming up this year. So I'll put as much stuff out as I can. I will do basketball when we get some people. Before I get off here, Mark, man, I'm pulling for Mark Pope, but man, the clock is ticking, guys. We gotta get some. We're gonna get somebody. I don't know who it's gonna be, but we're gonna get somebody. All right, guys. I see you Sunday night. Give me a report, Derek and Corey, on what goes on since that game is blacked out. All right, you guys have a good weekend. Hey, enjoy the game in Lexington tomorrow. I hope it doesn't rain. Take your umbrella, yell really loud. Tell me how Willie Rodriguez looks. I bet she looks really good. And I'll talk to you guys Sunday night. Go Cats.